This is just a short little recording. I added an hour meter to my Quincy compressor. This is a 60-gallon QT-54. It's a 2-stage 4-cylinder air pump. Has a 5-horse Balder electric motor on it. What I did was I bought the pod for it, and then I put the gauge inside the pod. This one is runs off of electric. It's not a battery operated one. So when the compressor motor runs, then this hour meter runs with it. And the way I wired it was I added a magnetic starter to this when I bought the compressor. And what I did, the brackets that I made to hang the magnetic starter, I just took 2 pieces of flat aluminum that I went over to Home Depot and bought a long piece, and then just cut them and put them across and screwed those to the aluminum frame that I made for my magnetic starter. And that's just a plastic gauge pod. And what I did is I went in the back of the box, or the side of the box actually, for the wiring for the electric motor. I used a automotive grommet for right here, so that way it's sealed. And then I used wire. I twisted the wire so it stays together, but I also put an automotive plastic sheeting over it that you can use to protect wires. Then I put a little bit of black tape up here just to put it up there, and I ran my wires down through here, through the hole where the holes are cut out to adjust the motors. This one here, that particular hole doesn't use any bolts. It's the outer hole of those two that the motor bolts to. And what I did there, I took some more electrical tape and just wrapped around that, because this is just the type that spiral. You just spiral it around the wire so that way it doesn't get up against this. This is all not sharp edges. It's all smooth. It's painted, so there's nothing there. I didn't know exactly where I wanted to mount this, so I had a long piece of wire, because I thought about mounting it on the front, maybe on the other side over there, but I decided against that. I mounted it right here. So I could have shortened the wiring actually, but I just rolled it up under here and tied it off with a couple plastic ties, and I looped it around, and then I ran my wire to the back of the gauge. This is just one ground wire and one hot wire. So what I did, I just pulled this cover off. I put the hot wire with the hot lead in here, and I took the ground. There's a ground screw in here for a ground that it has in there, and I made my ground onto that ground screw, and it works great. It's out of the way. Everything works good. And right now, these they'll show 0.2 of an hour on them. I think they do that just to make sure they work. They probably have a certain measured time just to make sure they're accurate. And this one here, I've run it about 3 times, emptying it and letting it run, and added just about another full tenth to it. So we're at 3/10 on this hour gauge now. This compressor I've had since 2019. It's worked flawlessly, and I don't foresee ever having any problems with it. So it probably, from the amount of time that I use it, it may have about 45 to 50 hours on it at most. Could be even less. Could be as low as 40 hours. So I'm not worried about adding in that onto it. I just watch it from here on out, and just to see how many hours, and know that I can add 40 to 50 hours to it to get the total runtime on this. But it was super easy to install. No problem at all, and it's a good upgrade if you want to keep track of your hours, and this is a good side to put it on right next to the motor. Just go right through the side of the electrical box for the motor. 2 hookups, 1 ground, 1 to a hot wire, and there you go. You got an hour meter. Never have to worry about batteries. Hope you enjoy the video.